Alright, so first off, I completely forgot to add this icon in the last video when showcasing the mini event. I had only just realized that immediately after filming the video. God dang it. Hey, don't worry, it's here now. But this video is completely unrelated to this event. As you can tell in the title, we have another backyard remake. In fact, we are literally in the final 5 old backyard event remakes, starting with this one. Yes, that's right. We are doing all 5 May events in 2018 remade in the Creations world. And it all starts off with the first ever one that took place on this very day 5 years ago. So with that said, let's get into it. When first coming here, you'll get a notice saying, "Attention, this house is closing down on May 24th, 2023. What that is referring to is that we're now going into the time frame for where I was leaving my old house 5 years ago. Now the timeline is catching up to when I moved out of this very house in real life. So you see, now we're in the closing phase. With only 5 events to go, let's do this. Of course, this house in the Creations world will still be accessible after this very date down there. Of course, nothing will really be updated. There will be furniture missing throughout the month, so we're going to have to come back here a lot throughout the month. So be sure to notice things are going to be going missing, so be on the lookout for that. Going into the classroom, we have another message. It first says May 1st, 2023, because of course that's what this day is. Check out the Color Party 18-2 remake until Saturday, May 6th. And by clicking the sign, it will automatically send us up to the recreated top of the pump house, where we will begin the tour. As you can see, this has all officially been remade using the original footage. And well, as you can see, we have blue right down here. Now when you're up close here, you can't really see the blue, but if you're far back enough, you're able to see it right there. We had the blue towel was right here back then. I think we actually still have this in real life, so I won't be surprised. This we don't. But anyway, that's really cool. Moving on, we're gonna head down here, and I forgot to add the ladder back for the these. Moving on, actually, what we should have done was actually take the slide like the original video. Woo! Now we have red right here. That's what we should have done, was taking the slide like the original video. As you can see, this is the red room right here, and there would have been a free item if I ever thought of them. Speaking of which, this event had no free items. Actually, I think every single event outside of the Bike Derby and Feral Party had items. Crazy, right? I know, absolutely nuts. Anyway, that is super cool, and without further ado, let's move on. Next up, we have yellow here at the time machine, which, by the way, by the end of the month, will be just gone entirely. Permanently. Because it's technically no longer here anyway. So see, now we're recreating the events of the closure. That's exactly what's going on here. That's what that sign meant. We're now recreating the events of the closure that took place in real life 5 years ago. So now that can clearly explain why the rest of these are being remade, because now we're recreating the events of the closure. Now that I've gotten that out of the way, let's move on. But, yeah, this would technically represent the Frisbee. Now, originally the yellow noodle wasn't here, but since there wasn't really anything here during that, outside of the rings and a sign, I just put it here for the sake of it. Now, this is now officially been remade. Yet we have green back here, which was pretty sweet back then. Although actually, what I'm aware, I think it was like this. That makes a whole lot more sense. Yeah, I think I got it wrong there. But, oh well. Anyway, without further ado, that is super cool. And well, we only got one room left. The dirt area, which has a sign that says pink, and the pink noodle that went down into the hole, concluding the entire party. It was only a 5-day party back in the original. In fact, all events of May 2018 outside of the farewell party were 5 days. However, in the remake of the farewell party, it actually goes for a lot longer, and doesn't even start on the original day. It actually starts on the 22nd. This is due to the fact that that's a Monday. I find it ironic that this event right here also starts on a Monday too, so that's pretty sweet. So yeah, you get this event alongside the Lab of Doom anniversary. And with all that said, that literally concludes the entirety of the mini-event. Yep, it was a very short party. Only a 5-day party with only 5 rooms total, so that's why it didn't take that long. And also, most of these are very small rooms. But as this party on goes, more things in the house will start disappearing. So, like I said, please be on the lookout for that as we go through all these events. This stuff in the house will start disappearing, and the closure will commence. Will everything be re-added after the event of the closure, since this is just a remake of the house and backyard itself? Yeah, probably in the future. For now, I'll catch you all in the next one.